We are a for-profit entity, just like we're a service provider. Think of it as that. So if a nonprofit needed printing done, or if they needed some internet services, that's how we think of ourselves, is the equipment for that event, we're putting that event on, and then we profit share to leverage the service that we offer for their fundraising. So we do a three-pronged approach. They have three responsibilities. They have to do volunteerism, sponsorship, and promotion. Sponsorship is optional. If they want to raise more money, that's where the real money is in an event. The profit sharing with the participants, there's not a lot of money. So a lot of people think that when you go and you do these runs, oh, my registration, a big portion of that's I'm giving to the non. It's not. It's just putting on the event. So to rent a space, even right over here, $300 to rent the Battelle Park. So if you go to a bigger park, you could do Cam Island's $1,000 a day, if I remember right. So that in and of itself, the renting of all the equipment, all that stuff is just getting covered from those registration fees, your t-shirts. So if they do sponsorship, then they can raise even more money. So the sponsorship piece is optional. You can raise 10 to 20,000. If you go into where you're doing pledges, you can make a lot of money because you have all of your participants advocating on your behalf, asking other people that they know in their network for money. So pledging is where the real money is, sponsorship's that in between. They need to bring me 40 volunteers, which is something in their wheelhouse, and then promotion, letting people come to the event just like they do all their other fundraising events, something in their wheelhouse. So those are the two big ones, volunteerism and promotion. And I structured it that way because they're already doing that. Nonprofits are already gathering volunteers for their cause, and they're already promoting their cause. So this is kind of something they're used to. I didn't want them to learn a whole new skill just so they can do this one fundraiser a year. So we put on, I don't know, total number, I'm not sure. We are focused on North America. So I have a woman in Louisiana, in New Orleans, and that wants to do one in April, and I said, are things okay there? She said, yeah, we had high winds, but you know, things are still intact. So I've been a lot in Cincinnati, Kentucky, North Carolina. The southeast southeast region of America is the biggest running hub in America, and then the southwest. So North Carolina is very popular, and we have a couple of interests from Texas, Michigan, Minnesota, Illinois. So it is regionally around here, just because I think I'm based here. But then those running hubs, of course, reach out. They can't help it. Yes, I manage the volunteers once we get them. So there is some management there. And I say some to be modest, I guess. There's the whole idea of getting them connected, first and foremost. Once you get them connected, who's managed volunteers before? Okay, good. So a few of you understand that once you get them and their email, now it's, hey, here's the race day, here's where you park. Hey, from there, here's when you park, here's where the direction you walk. This is all things you have to give a volunteer so that they know and understand, because they want to help and understand, so you have to give that to them. And then the position they have day of, hey, bring a raincoat, it might happen, bring some water, and then here's what I need you to do, and here's where you're gonna pick up your arrow, because you're pointing people that way, right? So yeah, that management. Again, I wanted the nonprofit to bring the volunteers, but they're focused on volunteerism for their events, not a running event. It is me, Robin here, and a couple other in the Run for Phil shirt, and my vendors, and the nonprofits. So that's where we go. The marketing stuff, thankfully, I put together my background so that the marketing and the promo and the websites I can all do. And we've made it turnkey where we open it up and we can make a new one instead of having to redo everything every time. The growth potential. So the growth idea here is fun because all of you already know about it, but when I say it, you'll realize the impact. So who's ever heard of the New York City Marathon or the Chicago Marathon? Good. Oprah ran the New York City, so when that happened, it seems like everyone heard about marathons. Those races specifically, like the committee, they have their own nonprofit 501c3. They have software that does everything I've talked to you about. But those two races themselves have their own proprietary software. So does Susan G. Komen, so does Relay for Life, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Big events